All right, good morning, everybody. I am starting the day. I'm hoping to have this done today. It's 8:30. Finished my school drop-off for the kids, and I'm out here in our gazebo where our AC unit sits right next to. For anyone who's using a Sigenergy system or a generator or any other type of system, if you pull too much power, it's obviously going to shut everything down. And that's the problem that I had. I could run the AC all day when our power was being provided by the solar panels. But as that sort of dipped down and we were still running the AC, there would come a point where the AC would kick on and it would shut power off to the whole house. It is a Goodman model GSX 140601KD, and it's actually kind of a big unit for our house. But because our house doesn't have insulation, this thing will run and run and run during summertime. To be able to run the AC overnight when our solar stops producing power, I got this Shore Start system. This is what I was recommended by Rich Reynoso. He said that this is sort of the one that they've been using. He's worked in the industry for a long time, and this is sort of a go-to reliable option. So my understanding is that this splits the starting of the fan and the starting of the compressor into two separate phases. It only takes a few seconds, but that way, starting one and then the other, you don't get such a high peak demand in energy that's trying to pull that energy out of your inverter. You know, if the power's out, during the hot summer, we're supposed to have an El Nino summer. If the power's out and our AC kicks on, it should be able to start just fine once this is installed without shutting power down to the rest of the house. I'm really excited for this. I tried to do a test last summer where I ran the house completely off grid for an indefinite period of time, and using my wife's EV that was parked here, and the solar and the house batteries, and yeah, just have it run off grid for an indefinite amount of time, just to show that it's possible, just to show that the system can do that. And I couldn't do it if the AC was on, so that was kind of a bummer. It only pulled from the grid for that brief period of time, but my goal has been to literally flip that switch and just be done, not use any grid energy at all, period. Like, you know, that's something that I can demonstrate to you guys of, look, this switch is off, it's done, I'm not using any grid energy. And not just for a short period of time, but an extended period of time. This should prevent the AC from drawing too much power and shutting off power to the house as a result. And that way, for the El Nino summer that we're supposed to have here in Southern California, if we get wild weather and it's really hot, we're running the AC a bunch in the house, I should still be able to run this no problems, and I'm not going to have to sit here and worry like, oh, the power's out, you know, so my battery's powering the house, but I need to go turn the AC off, you know, so that it doesn't kill the power to the rest of the house. So we'll go ahead, I'll get this installed, but real quick, right now, we will do a before and start up the AC. I'll show you what it's like. All right, so I just was doing an inrush test here, and I got 141.9 amps. That is high. There it is. Look at that. Almost 100 amps less on startup. Holy cow. This thing worth its weight in gold. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, here we go with the final inrush test for today. This has been really effective. We already dropped from 141 down to, I think the last one was 32. I'm not sure that seemed too good to be true, but here we go. Wow. It really is 32. That's incredible. Wow. So this thing, worth its weight in gold, absolutely awesome. There are different ways that I could make this work, adding another tower or whatever. And again, I think the new Sigenergy inverters would power this without needing it. But why put that strain on your system when this is such an easy install? Again, I'm a DIYer, I'm not an electrician, so I'm not giving you a breakdown of exactly how I did it, but it comes with detailed, helpful instructions. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there on it, and yeah, I mean, from 141 to 32 is mind-blowing. That is just crazy. So, yeah, and I can feel the heat transferring from the refrigerant blowing out the top here. That's super impressive. So highly recommended. $260 well spent in my opinion. And now when there are future power outages, even if we're running the AC and the battery's low, it's gonna still be able to start the AC system. We won't know. We'll just sleep right through the night. So big thumbs up. Love it. Next up, I will be doing the extended test of staying off-grid indefinitely. So we're going to go out of town to Great Wolf Lodge soon for some summer fun. And my wife's taking some extra vacation. So I'm going to try, so long as she doesn't need her car, I'm going to try and leave it hooked up the whole time and literally just stay off-grid that entire time period. So we'll see what maybe 7 to 10 days or so looks like completely off grid and running the AC, all of that. So that'll be a fun one. So, yep. I'll catch you on the next one.